I love democracy.
I am not a committee!
Order! We shall have order!
I was not elected to watch my people suffer and die while you discuss this invasion in a committee.
My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
This is outrageous. I object.
Order!
Okay, then, back to the top 10. We have now compiled the scores for the Return of the Jedi toys. I can tell you, Pete, the skiff is not in there.
Oh.
So, did the bandolier strap make it in there? That is going to be the big one. Okay, have to wait and see. But let's start that countdown. I'm coming over to you, Pete, the Imperial Shuttle.
Oh, in at number 10. I thought it'd be higher than that, but no, absolute classic vehicle from Return of the Jedi. Probably the biggest vehicle they ever did in the range, and yeah, it certainly deserves in the top 10. I thought it might be higher than that, but yeah, we'll take it.
Rebel attack squad ahead!
New Imperial Shuttle. You have to put it together. Batteries not included. Action figures each sold separately.
After him! Excellent, Lord Vader! Death Star signaling! Wings up! Prepare to land! Landing gear down! This battle station better be ready or... Yes, my Emperor!
Coming over to Dave, the Biker Scout pistol.
The thing that I think would have placed much higher had it been widely available here in the UK, but a fantastic piece, and there wasn't many role-playing toys when you come to think about it. You could have gone the whole distance on these things, but it's placed in at number 9, but should have been higher.
Jez, the Ewok Village.
The Ewok Village rightly needed to be in this top 10. Came out in 1983. Huge playset, lots of play value, and yeah, nominated by Craig, I believe. It's fun for all the family. If you don't have one of these in your collection, I think you need to add it to your want list, your watch list on eBay. They're great. Ewok Village, yeah, action playset, extraordinaire. Love it.
Indeed.
It's Ewok Village. I must save my friends. The net set. Dear me.
It's C-3PO, Logray, and Ewok Village playset. Action figures, each sold separately. You have to put it together.
Your throne, O Golden King, will celebrate with special stew, a barbecue.
No celebration for me until my friends are free.
Ewok Village playset from Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection. Action figures sold separately. From Kenner. Now, back to our program.
7.
We're back to Dave. It is the Huffy Speeder Bike. Tell us about the Huffy Speeder Bike as well.
Well, the Huffy Speeder Bike, if you look back at the history of pulp culture, the Huffy Speeder Bike could have overtaken the BMX as the main go-to ride of the 80s for kids on the streets. I mean, just can you imagine like the speeder bike gang just like going, around like the back streets and cul-de-sacs of wherever you lived? I mean, that would be amazing. A little pedal car that was done in the style of a speeder bike, not widely available at all, was done as a sweepstake competition, but very much desired now. Quite fragile and very difficult to ship as well, so you don't see them. Those that are out there, they don't seem to go great distances because it's it's a big thing to ship, but it's also a fragile thing to ship as well. So an amazing thing, and like I said, I reckon with the right marketing muscle behind it, that could have overtaken the BMX.
Forget the gun. Catch up with him.
Huffy, America's first choice. 6.
Coming back to Jez, it is the Y-Wing fighter.
Oh yeah, the Y-Wing. What a bomber from New Hope. Yes, we got the die-cast one in the late 70s, but it was the Y-Wing which came out on Return of the Jedi packaging. This thing's a beast. It's massive. I'm just looking at mine now. Again, this is one of those ones where you need it in your collection. It always took sort of second fiddle to the X-Wing, but when you look at it, the detailing, the sculpt, the weapon system, the fact that you could put an astromech in it, playability. It's brilliant. It's got the sounds, it's got the cannon, it's got the bomb. It is the bomb. It's the Y-Wing. It's the business.
The Force is back. The rebels won't tire till they see the last of the Empire. And Kenner's there with Star Wars Return of the Jedi Collection.
I'm off to rescue R2-D2.
Y-Wing fighter, you have to put it together. Batteries not included. Action figures each sold separately.
Activate laser cannon. Ready, aim, on target. Luke Skywalker to base. We're coming in.
Y-Wing fighter. Action figures sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi Collection.
10-6, Imperial Shuttle at 10, 9, the Biker Scout Pistol, 8, the Ewok Village, 7, the Huffy Speeder Bike, and 6, the Y-Wing. No figures yet. Surprising. 5. The Rancor, Pete. The Rancor.
What a great one. Deservedly in the top 5 as well. Absolute fantastic toy. Pretty much in scale as well as a toy. And it swallowed figures. Well, not easily. You had to kind of round them down there. But it actually took them down eventually. And screen accurate. And you got that little bit where you can move the jaw up and down with the bit on the back. And bit of a battle to find one where the joints are actually still stiff. They're all a bit loose now. But a classic toy from the line.
The Rancor monster's hungry again. Let's feed him. Don't do it.
Luke Skywalker, Gamorrean Guard, new Rancor Monster and Rancor Keeper action figures, each sold separately.
You'll regret this. Wait till he gets his claws into a Jedi Knight. Whoa, some jaws. This is my only chance. He's wounded. We better get in there. He'll never get out alive, Gamorrean Guard.
New Rancor Monster, action figures, each sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi Collection.
Here is the shock. You're going to like this one, Jez, because I know this is right up your street. Number 4, Craig, the Luke Skywalker dress-up costume.
Sitting just outside the top 3. How wonderful that this made such a high appearance. I think it's obviously appealing to our sense of kitsch and storytelling, because I think that's what a lot of this is about, just where this stuff has come from and where it ends up. So for those who are not familiar, a UK company called Acamus had a range of Halloween costumes, very much in the same style as the Ben Cooper ones, which are probably slightly more famous, would consist of a plastic mask and a sort of vinyl apron affair that would denote some characteristics of the character. And the Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight, like a Burns victim. These things are never that accurate when it comes to representing actual human beings, but does stand out in a sea of other sort of left field toys from the Return of the Jedi era, and of particular note because it was reused some years later as Automan, and without any changes at all was released to represent the likeness of actor Chuck Wagner. So there you go. Probably not everybody's first thought when they think of the top 10 Return of the Jedi toys, but, don't let it be said that we don't and turn every stone to bring you this amazing content.
That is better than the Y-Wing.
Good. Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
I will not fight you, Father.
3. Come back to you, Pete, the B-Wing.
It's a surprise at number 3, isn't it? I think. Again, another rebel ship in there. That's we've nearly got all of them, haven't we? But no, it looks great. Great bit of design. I've never had one, but the wings go down, very flat, and it sort of rotates around the cockpit, doesn't it? Which is pretty cool. I think there's a handle on there as well to bring that. So In at number 3, another surprise.
The fleet's diving in a hyperdrive. Got him moving.
New B-Wing fighters and B-Wing pilot action figures, each sold separately, batteries not included.
2. It's going to be gutted. It's Jez, your speeder bike.
No, I'm not gutted. Right, what I'm gutted about is that there are clearly 3 big things left. But the speeder bike is number 2. That's fine. It's an awesome craft, and I'm lost for words. The speeder bike, Return of the Jedi, should have been a winner. It's not a winner, but it's awesome. It's great. I'm looking at my original one now, and a couple others in the collection. Fun for all the family, and a good price point.
Return of the Jedi. The death-defying speeder bike chase. The speeder bikes battle it out with these terrific Star Wars models. Adjustable cannon, manually operated speed flaps, breakaway front end. Who will triumph in this daredevil race against all odds? Only you can decide with Star Wars toys.
Craig, I'm coming to you. The Jabba Dungeon. No, it is the Jabba the Hutt playset.
Action playset.
Action playset.
Action playset. Bits move. Yeah, I mean it's not the best playset if you want to take the definition of playset, but as a toy, as an icon of Return of the Jedi, that Jabba the Hutt original Kenner version is just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, brilliantly realized, lots of attention to detail, his little wiggle in his tail, the accessories that came with it, super quality, that his little armrest and the hooker pipe was just great. But my favorite thing, which doesn't get talked about enough, is the sculpted skeleton remains in the bottom of the dungeon, which I just added a extra little dimension of horror to my life as a young child.
Mr. Hutt, you've captured my friend. Free him and keep me instead.
That's a sorry tale, but this tale make you sorrier.
So there is your top 5. Rancor in 5. 4 is that Akima's mask. 3 is the B-Wing. 2 the speeder bike. And our number 1 is the Jabba the Hutt. Sorry, Craig. Action playset. Go over to We Are Generation Skywalker and let us know what's wrong with this list. And I'm sure before we go on this show, Jez is going to tell us what's wrong on this list. Jez?
He's too upset.
He's just gone.
He didn't get his big hitters in there.
Seething.
What do you think he did then?
Just right. TIE Interceptor.
You're
Where's
the only
that?
one to vote for it in your 10.
Sorry?
You're the only one to vote for it in your 10.
It's like the Ferrari of TIE fighters. Oh my good God. Right? And the Bandolier, I can't get over the fact that none of you guys...
I voted for the Bandolier.
It did get.
Thank you.
It missed out by one point to get into the top 10. It was joint with a few that were on 11. But you voted for that number 1, Jez.
Yeah, I did.
Craig voted for it 10th. He didn't get any other votes. Not enough to get it over the line.
I think you guys need to go home and have a good, long, hard look at yourselves. Right, let's move on.
It's good that the Luke featured so highly, but I still feel it was robbed. It should have been even higher.
Fourth. I mean, the Emperor's Royal Guard figure didn't make the top 10.
No figures did.
No figures made it in the top 10, no. The ERG only just missed out, but that is incredible. I mean, someone did vote Luke Jedi as the top position. I'm guessing that was Pete without looking.
It was me. I was looking back. Yeah, it was me.
Yeah. But there wasn't even many votes for the figures. There was only 6 votes for figures, which is, yeah, crazy.
Must try harder.
Crazy. That mask. Yeah. Well, there you go. That is our Return of the Jedi top 10. So if you want to catch up with what we're doing, you can find us on Instagram. Just search for Generation Skywalker. Search for Generation Skywalker on Facebook or the We Are Generation Skywalker Facebook page where we talk about this stuff. I think this one could cause a bit of a discussion. And it is for this show. Goodbye from Jez.
See you next time.
Goodbye from Pete.
See you next time. Cheers.
Goodbye from Craig.
Cheerio.
It is thank you, Dave, for joining us. Massive goodbye. We'll see you next time. I think we've got you penciled in for next month as well. So,
looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're Generation Skywalker, all eras, all passions, all Star Wars.